Hello again, my friends. Hope you guys are doing well. Zach here with the Trading Network. Today is Friday, December 11th, and I've got another daily market profile recap for you. So the key levels that I was interested in this morning when I was creating my trade plan were the following. 36.6850, which was the December 10th settlement price. 36.5525, which was the December 3rd range low. 36.4425, which was the December 10th range low, yesterday's range low, and 36.2825, which was the overnight low from the most recent overnight session or most recent extended trading hour session. Now, we did have a few news events that gave us a little bit of pre-market volatility, but nothing really too intense. And the overall opinion that I had on the market was that we were net short in relation to Thursday's settlement price, which means that the settlement price was above the entire overnight profile. All right, so going over to the profile here, you can see I have settlement marked 36.6850 right here. And in relation to settlement, we have this overnight profile or the extended trading hours profile. And when the majority of the overnight inventory or overnight price action is below settlement, that means that overnight inventory is short. Now, we were also looking to open below range and value when I wrote my trade plan. So what that means is we were looking to possibly open below yesterday's value area, which is right here, and furthermore below yesterday's range as well. So when we open below yesterday's range or outside of range and value, whether it's above range and value or below range and value, that gives us a higher probability of directional conviction, which means there's a higher probability of us getting a trend. Now, when we know that, then we can look to previous profile levels to look for one of those levels to hold as an extreme. So we had the overnight low at 36.28, and we also had a high volume node right here at the 36.34 area. So that was interesting to me, when I wrote this trade plan about an hour before New York Open. Now, moving back to the trade plan here, you can see that I was looking for price to hold above that December 10th range low at 36.44 for upside directional conviction to develop. And if price could hold above that level and use it as support, I was going to look to take long scalps towards yesterday's value area low, which was at 36.6250. Now, if price could not move and hold above that 44 level, the prior range low, I was going to look for price to move towards the overnight low at 36.2825 and possibly lower. So moving down, you can see the scenarios just kind of recap that, looking to see if we could get acceptance above that 36.44 level, and if we could hold above, then we were looking for a move up to 36.6250. If we couldn't do that, then I was going to look for shorts down towards the overnight low at 36.28. So going over to the profile, let's take a look at how we opened and how we reacted. So you can see that if I zoom in a little bit here, we have O period right here. So that's where we opened. We opened at 36.4850. So 4 points above the low of the 34-point range that we had yesterday. Now, because we opened so close to being out of value, I'm still looking for directional conviction to develop, and furthermore, I'm still looking for one of these levels to hold as an extreme. And we really could draw kind of a zone here between 28 and then this little high volume node to consider an extreme area or an extreme zone to hold as opposed to a static line. So we did have this area actually on the open. We had the overnight VPOC hold as support, which is something that we have seen often in the previous sessions, and even in my recent previous videos, we've discussed that price will open, it'll come down, we'll test the overnight volume point of control, see if there's any interest in higher time frame or other time frame sellers to sell below that level, which there were not, at least upon open, and then we proceeded to move up and move through our upside targets here. All right, so to go through some of these targets, I'm actually going to go to the regular chart here. So you can see that price opened up, and upon open, we actually came down and we came to test this prior range low and the December 1st range low as well. And we were actually talking about it in the Discord today, but we had a really nice bullish divergence setup right at that area as well. We had fib pivot S2, and we had first lower deviation of VWAP there for further support and further confluence. So this is a really nice setup, and this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say, if ES moves and holds above 44, target 47, 50, etc. You can look at these profile levels. You can say, okay, price is coming down to test these profile levels that we were talking about as support. If it holds a support, target 47, 50, 55, 57, whatever, etc. And this is a really good way where you can take this information on the profile and use it to get more precise entries. You have a divergence with confluence on your oscillators at the same time that you get price probing, a major profile level. That's a lot of confluence and a lot of probability for your trade. So moving back to the profile here, you can see that price opened up, and like we said, we came down to test. We'll zoom in a little bit. Came down to test 44 and the overnight VPOC. Use that as support. This is where we got that nice divergence play. We moved up. We proceeded to move back through 47, which was the first target. We moved through 50.25, which was the previous overnight low. You can see this was the overnight low from the December 9th into December 10th session. So third target was actually 36.57, and 36.57 was the first upper deviation of VWAP. And I liked that level because we had confluence with previous profile levels. 36.60 was also the December 9th range low. So if you look here, this is the area that I was looking at right here. So this was confluent with that VWAP level. And when I see a VWAP level line up with a profile level, it's high probability. And you can see that we also have this blue line there, which is value area low. So that's two profile levels and a VWAP level. Lots of confluence there. Third take profit was 68.50, which did not get hit. And 68.50 was it was right in this area where we had this naked point of control, and we also had this volume point of control from the December 9th regular trading hour session. So I liked to move up there, but we didn't quite get there, and we did not quite get to our final target at that 36.73.75 level either. So we had 3 out of 5 hit on really the initial upwards move, and then as price kind of played out throughout the afternoon, we got more selling, and we came down, and we did indeed eventually break this 44 level. And once we broke that 44 level, that can tell you that we're getting a change in behavior, which can give you a short opportunity. Even if you're taking a short on the break of 44 down to this previous volume point of control or the initial balance low, which also turned out to be right by the value area low for today. That could be your first target, and something like this volume node could be your second target, and or that overnight low could be another target for you guys. So something to consider. These profile levels, even though we didn't break 44 to the downside immediately on open and flush down, once we break 44, that's still a change in behavior. And for further confluence, that was the overnight value area low as well. You can see how it gets darker right here, 44.50. So 2 ticks away from range low was the overnight value area low. So lots of confluence when this level broke, that we were going to see, a flush downwards, at least a little bit. So lots of trade opportunity and lots of trade potential when using auction theory, when using profile levels, profile structure, etc. So with that, we had, just to reiterate on the downside, we did have one downside target hit, that 42 level. So nothing too crazy to the downside, but that was a level that you could have taken a quick scalp from, like I said, or even a longer scalp. So with that, pretty good day, lots of opportunity on both sides. And even though the ranges aren't crazy big, there's good opportunity at the profile levels. Just going back to drive home that divergence example, this is a beautiful play. This is a one and done right here. All you need is this trade, even just a fraction. Capturing a fraction of that trade, will make you really good money if you can do that even a few times a week. So keep these things in mind. If you guys are interested in learning more about how I actually scalp with these tools, market profile in combination with the Trading Network proprietary indicator package. Please feel free to click like and subscribe down below. You can also find more information about how I trade and about the proprietary indicator package at thetradingnetwork.io. You can find that link in the description below as well. You can also get access to our free Facebook group in the description below, where I release these trade plans, again, for free every morning at New York Open, so 9:30 a.m. Eastern, around that time. And you can also get access on the website to one-on-one mentorship with me, where I have hourly sessions with my clients on a daily basis, 5 days a week, for 4 weeks, 10 weeks, and some other program lengths in between as well. So thank you guys again for taking the time to watch this content. Thank you for taking the time to leave any feedback that you have, and I look forward to continuing to make helpful content for you guys. See you guys in the next video.